G'day and welcome. My name is Matthew J. Watts and I am the co-founder of 22 Agency. And today we're going to be talking about lead magnets. This is the 7th video in my series on authority websites. So if you've missed them, do go back and have a look at the previous 6 videos. They cover the 5 elements of an authority website, and then they start to go into detail of each element. Today we are on element number 3, lead magnets. Okay, now what is a lead magnet? You should all know what a lead magnet is. We've interacted with them on websites for a couple of years now, at least. A lead magnet it's a bribe, it's an incentive. It is something of value offered to a website visitor in exchange for normally contact information, telephone number, email address, maybe postal address, maybe SMS number. Nowadays, a lot of text marketing is going on. So you're swapping something of value for something of equal value to the website visitor, which is their contact details. They're inviting you into their lives because you've incentivized them with this awesome lead magnet that you've got. Now, that is why a lot of businesses and people aren't seeing great success with their lead magnets, and that is because they're not of high enough value to the website visitor for them to want to exchange their contact information. It's a pretty big deal. Maybe, it is still a pretty big deal. Fine, I've got an email address that I use only for lead magnets, and then I've got my primary email address, and I'm sure a lot of people have that practice now, but it still takes time to enter, to then review all the information, to action the information. So it is a commitment that you're asking people to take when you say, here's my thing, give me your email address. So if you have something that's a little bit mediocre, then it's not going to have the success that you want, okay? Now, there's 8 parts that make up an awesome lead magnet, okay? And the first one is that it's specific. It is specific. An example might be how to lose the mince pie weight you've put on at Christmas in 7 days. That is specific. I would actually download that if anyone wants to make that. That's specific, okay? It is about one thing. People, when they're browsing the internet and they're at red, they know they've got a problem and they're kind of looking for what might be wrong. You remember the traffic light method that we discussed? When they're browsing the internet, they're looking for that magic bullet, that big solution, that answer to their problem. So your lead magnet should solve one problem, not lots of little ones, just one big one, okay? An example is our 100 ways to market your accounting firm. It's got 100 items in it, but it's all solving one big problem. Okay, it's not multiple problems. The next is that it should be desired. The end result should be something that they want, okay? For me, losing that Christmas mince pie fat, the extra weight, that's desired. For others, it might not be. What does your business offer people? What does your product or service do that people are going to desire? Not the process, but the outcome. What's the benefit to them? A lead magnet also has to provide a quick win. It has to give immediate gratification. If it's too long-winded, if it's too hard, if it's too many steps, people will not do it. This is a quick win to help visitors see that you're an authority and that you can help them to get them to come back. Okay, if it's a horrible process or it's too long-winded or too complicated, they're not going to finish it and they're not going to have the result that you want and they're not going to come back to you. They're going to go somewhere else. So make sure that it's a quick win, that it's immediate gratification. Okay, it has to have a high perceived value. Just because you're giving it for free or in exchange for an email address doesn't mean that it should necessarily be free. I'm sure you've seen lead magnets where it's a 5-day video course worth £200 or $200 or whatever it is, worth $47.95. It can have a perceived value. You can put a monetary value against these things, even though you're giving it away for free. It also needs to look good. It needs to be a remarkable solution. It needs to be fantastic. It needs to have a great customer experience for people so that it is perceived as high value. Okay, if it's perceived as low value, if it's shoddy, if it doesn't look good, if it doesn't work, all of these things contribute to that lead or prospect not coming back, to ignoring your emails in the future, to unsubscribing. Okay. Not only does it have to have a high perceived value, it has to have a high actual value. It has to achieve the results that you say it's going to achieve. If you say lose that mince pie weight in 7 days, they have to lose that mince pie weight in 7 days if they do everything you say. If they do everything you say and they don't achieve the promised outcome, they're not going to come back. Your lead magnet is a waste of time. So make sure that it has a high actual value as well as a high perceived value. Okay, and finally we get to rapid consumption. It has to be quick to consume. If you're doing an email series and it's a month long, that's a bit long for a lead magnet. That's quite long for a lead magnet. 5 days would be better, 3 days would be better. Okay, they want to be able to consume it and get it done. If you've got a lead magnet that's 1,000 pages, that's too long. Can you get it down to 150? Okay, they need to be able to take it in, take action, get the win, and come back. That's what it's all about. Now, some examples of lead magnets might be cheat sheets, reports or guides, resource list. That's a good one. A tool that they can use, a video or email training, maybe a free trial of your product or service, maybe a voucher or a discount. It could be a quiz. They're very, very popular now. A test of some kind. It might just be your brochure. Okay, these are all examples of items that you can have on your website and provide to people in exchange for their email address. And then once you've got that email address, make sure you make use of it. There's no point building a list and not taking advantage and not talking to these people. Build the list, build the relationship. Okay, hope that's been helpful, guys. If you've got any comments or questions, please just pop them below. I'll answer them if I can, or I'll put them into the next video if I can't. And yeah, I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.